Hi everyone, I'm Matt from Heron, and welcome to the latest episode of the Heron Financial Podcast. Today, we're going to talk about top tips to get you at the front of the queue when it comes to buying that new dream property. So the first big tip is register in person. Now, what do I mean by that? We got so many options to get online these days, whether it be any of the online portals, estate agent websites, and house builders. There's nothing quite like wandering into that branch or that sales and marketing suite and registering there and then to show that you are an interested person and that you're taking it seriously. It's way too easy these days to register online when you're not really quite in a position to move forward. So going there, registering in person and meeting the people that could help you find that property is a major plus and should help you move up that queue. The second piece of advice is to have your deposit ready to demonstrate. In this day and age where things can often go wrong during a process, estate agents and house builders are always very keen to see that you've got the money that you need to get that mortgage and to make that purchase. Now, if you are buying a new build property, it might well be that you need that deposit available very soon, often within the next few weeks. So having that deposit available to show in the form of a bank statement or maybe a letter from a parent or family member that's going to help you will really, really help you in the sense that the agent or the builder will see that you are a serious buyer. The next thing that you need to do is provide evidence of the mortgage. Now, clearly, we're a mortgage business and we're always going to have an interest in that part of the journey. But trust me, it's really, really important and it will always help you to move up that queue. Sometimes you might be asked for an agreement in principle or a decision in principle. That's essentially a demonstration that you've had a conversation with a broker or a bank or building society, and they've given you a certificate to say that you can get that mortgage in principle. It may well be that you don't need something like that, and actually just a conversation with your broker or an email from your broker confirming that you can get the mortgage is often enough. So make sure that you are ready with the proof and the evidence that you would need to show that you can get that mortgage that allows you to buy that dream property. The next tip is to have your solicitor ready. Now, when you're buying a house or apartment, a solicitor will play a huge, huge part in that journey. And it's something that often would worry an estate agent or a house builder because an inexperienced solicitor can turn that dream into a nightmare. So having a good solicitor on hand already and under instruction, which means that you've had a conversation with them and that they're happy to represent you during this process, will really, really give confidence to the person that's planning to sell you that house. So make sure that you start to find out now, who is the right solicitor for you? Are there any recommendations? Have the solicitor ready and make sure that you tell that estate agent or that house builder that that solicitor is in place. Having done all of that, the next step is the fun bit. Get some viewings booked and book lots of them. You might think that you've got a good idea about what you want to buy, but there's nothing quite like getting out there and looking at those properties to really crystallize those next steps. You'll often find that an estate agent would take you more seriously if you've had more viewings booked in. You're demonstrating them that you're willing to have a look. You're willing to put yourself out there. So don't just rely on the online pictures and Zooms and fly-throughs. Get the viewings booked. Get out there and have a look. You might help yourself more than you think. The final bit of advice is be persistent. Be that person that's calling up the estate agent or the house builder, asking what's available. Is that property coming on the market that you mentioned? What about that one that you said I couldn't get? Can I view that one? You need to be front of mind. When you are looking at property, particularly when it's a really competitive market, you need to make things easy for that agent or builder. You need to be the person that's always there, always keen, having proved all of these previous points. Be persistent. Pick the phone up, send the emails, get out there, show up at the branch. That will really, really help to move you up that queue. We know from experience just how crazy things are at the moment and how difficult it can be to find that property and get yourself in that property. But if you follow these steps and follow them carefully, you will definitely put yourself right at the front of that queue and you'll be in that dream home in no time at all. I hope you found this useful and I hope that this is the first step to getting you in that amazing property that you've had your eye on. Please remember to like and subscribe. You can watch and listen on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts and other places too. We look forward to seeing you and hearing from you on the next episode.